Hi, I'm Bruno Senna, and I race for Mahindra Racing Formula E team. And today, I'm going to talk about the Formula E steering wheel. So, welcome to Race School. Well, let's start with the back of the wheel. There's, as you see, many buttons that you don't see whenever the camera is on board in the car. First, let's start with the regen pedal. The regen pedal is what we use to brake the car and recover energy without using the brakes. It really only acts on the rear axle of the car. Next up, we have the gear pedals. Just like any other race car with the sequential gearbox, we have upshift here and downshift here. We got the fan boost pedal. This is a very, very important pedal for us. We really count on the fans to give us the fan boost. This button gives us about 50 horsepower extra for an overtake move or for defensive move on the race.
And Senna uses his fan boost, so this is a chance for Bruno Senna to get past Nico Prost, gets the extra power from the fan boost and gets up alongside down into turn one, and Bruno Senna goes through.
On the other side of the steering wheel, the front, of course, we have many buttons, lots of different functions. This is a very used button. This is the pit lane speed limiter. It does exactly what the name says. You go into the pit lane, you press this button so you don't go above 50 kilometers per hour, which is the maximum speed you're allowed to go in the pit lane. You press it again, and the pit lane speed limiter disengages. The radio button is a button that some drivers use more than others. You press this button, you talk to an engineer about any information that you need, or you're always feedbacking information to your engineer whenever the race is going on. There's a lot of information that you need to relay. The dash button gives us a lot of information on the screen. You have a lot of information about the car, the brakes, lots of information that doesn't fit in one page. So you need to go through different pages. In race mode, you only have 2 pages that you can actually work. The confirm button is a button that we use to mark a certain point on the data so the engineer can see if you have a problem in that specific place, or also to confirm a function that you select on the steering wheel. The white button here is the neutral button. You press it whenever you want to go on neutral in the car. This rotary button here on the left selects the amount of power you have in the car. We have safety car mode, so that's 110 kilowatts. That saves a lot of energy when you're behind the safety car. You have fan boost mode, which enables the pedal if you have fan boost enabled in your car. You have race mode, that gives you 170 kilowatts. That's the normal mode we use on the race. We have the quali mode that gives you 200 kilowatts when you're going flat out in qualifying. The multi-rotary button gives you many, many functions on the steering wheel. You have energy reset button, more laps, less laps, that can alter the energy target that you see on the dashboard. This is really important because it's almost like it's calculating for you the amount of energy you have until the end of the race, and you have to do 1 lap more or 1 lap less. It makes the calculation for you, and you can select that target and you can achieve that target lap after lap. This is the regen button. Here you can select the amount of regen you get. Whenever you hit the brakes, you get more regen, which makes the car a little bit harder to drive because it makes the car brake more on the rear axle. Normally we qualify with less regen, so it makes the braking a bit more natural, more neutral feeling. Also, you have the shift lights, which are quite important, and you have these 2 LEDs here. They're the FIA LEDs. So whenever there's a yellow flag or a blue flag or a red flag, any information that FIA wants to relay to us comes up here. And also, on the display, you get information such as safety car, full course yellow, all these things that the FIA can send to our car when we're racing. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you really learned a lot about the Formula E steering wheel, and I'll see you next time.